welcome to another trip inside my own little world that I like to call Almost Interesting. On today's edition, I thought I would give you guys a little tour around what I've come to affectionately know as Casa Quitman. We're trying something a little different, rocking here on the porch at lovely Casa Quitman. I am currently living with my parents on about a little more than an acre in Quitman, Georgia, which is the dictionary definition of small town USA. It's halfway between Valdosta and Thomasville in southern Georgia. So I hope you enjoy the tour. Make sure to stop back here on your way out. Hi. There's my car, White Falcon, and actually, Midnight's hanging out under it right now. Midnight's an outdoor kitty. I mean, he is our cat, but he's really skittish and spends most of his time outside. That's my car. I call her White Falcon. My parents gave her to me. Anyway, on we go. Hi, Miss Twaffle. And that brings us back to the corner where we started. This is the house from the front. Very rustic, very nice. You guys have seen me shoot from that porch before when it was raining very early on in the vlog. Not that I've done very many. But hey, I'm into like over 10 editions now, so yeah. Anyway, this is the porch from the other side, so to speak. And if you look out here, you can see just how much land. You can see that fence out there and that other house. Just how much land there is on this property. Alright, moving on. I've been thinking about putting a garden somewhere out here. It's actually an idea that my ex-girlfriend had and my parents have also talked about. Maybe somewhere up close to the house or somewhere further out here. The main thing is, number one, there's birds, and number two, the cats, I don't know if you can see there, but, whoa, fast zoom, can get over that fence and just go through that fence, and they explore the whole property. You know, they have free reign. Most of the older ones know to stay away from the road out here, so it's pretty safe. And if I were to plant some kind of a garden, they would get very interested in investigating that, and the birds would like to pick at it, so I would have to cover it somehow. I'm thinking like chicken wire, maybe building a kind of a cover that could go over a garden and would allow plants to grow. Okay, moving on. This is one of my favorite parts of living here. I call this bringing well water into the 21st century. This is a well, for well water, duh. Oh, hi, Scruffy. Scruffy's been hanging out here lately. Oh, I'm sorry. You might go, that doesn't look like a well. No, it doesn't. That looks like a pump. This is a pump, and what that does is pump up the well water and run it, I don't think you can see any of the lines, they're probably underground, but runs it into the house over there. And let me tell you right now, it is some of the best tasting, cleanest water that I have ever had in my life. It really is. Sometimes when humans do come out here, that makes some of the other cats brave enough to explore. Miss Squealer's come out to investigate the leaves and the branches. Miss Twaffle's also over there somewhere. I got a shot of her a minute ago. Hi, Miss Squealer. Oh, boy. All right, on to the next thing. This doesn't belong to us. I believe it actually belongs to our neighbors across the street, who used to own this land too. But this is just a huge field of pure cotton. I try to get a close-up here on some of it. Try not to step in an ant hill or anything. See, just pure cotton. And at some point, they'll come out with a big machine and just harvest it all up. There's Miss Twaffle. Out exploring. Oh, I didn't know she went over the fence. Alright, I'm going to take a quick picture, guys, so I'll be right back. This is a grapevine that we have. It is a variety of grapes called muscadine. And oh, look, there's actually some on the vine. I didn't even actually know that it was growing anything. We haven't taken very good care of this vine. So, you know, you have to cut a lot of this brown undergrowth off to get it to make a really strong harvest. So I'm kind of surprised actually to see that it has any grapes on it at all. Yeah, I'm tempted to try them, but I think I'm gonna run that by my parents first. It's interesting, you can see the vine. I'm not 100% sure if that's the grapevine, but it's climbing up into this pecan tree. Hello again. This tree over here is actually kind of a sad story, at least for me. If you look here, you can see it's behind this gate and that wire there. So this tree is not technically on our property, so it's not technically ours. But you can see some of the branches go over the line there. And again, this land, that land behind us, I'm pretty sure belongs to our neighbors across the street. So it's not like there's a property war or anything, you know. It's just, you know, so they've said, hey, anything that falls off of these branches here, that falls onto our side, yeah, we're welcome to. And this is a special kind of, for lack of a better term, mutation of a regular pecan tree. It's called a desirable. The nuts that this tree produces are, trying to think of a non-dirty sounding way to say this, they're larger. This tree has larger nuts. There's no other way to say it. And the nut meat is sweeter. It just gives you really a better pecan than our trees do. But this year, you know, these trees will have good years and bad years, and it just seems like this tree is having a really bad year. As you can see, most of its leaves are gray or brown and dying. Let me see if I can find a pod. It is producing nuts. It is that time of year. But there you go, you can see those nut pods. They don't look big, they don't look healthy. It just seems like the tree's not getting the nutrients this year. Trees will have down years, although this tree doesn't really seem healthy. They actually have, you can see back that way, those trees, a big grove of pecan trees that they maintain. I mean, a lot more trees than we have. And this is kind of, I don't know if it was an accident or what, but they don't take care of this tree. It's not maintained like the others. You know, it's not on like a watering schedule or anything like that. It's just kind of does what it does. And yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going to give very much this year.